Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Dukes will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's Riley. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. That's caught, it's Sherrod. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The give to the tailback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Broncos in the hurry-up.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Let's go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dukes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Using his legs, it's Riley. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The toss to the outside. Hard running there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Madsen. Here's a heat. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. And the Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Great place to start for this offense. They go to the ground. They get him stopped after he picked up a 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now they'll try the right side. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Touchdown, James Madison. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Bringing the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Puts it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for space, it's Gaines. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Come on, defense. You cannot let this offense run the dive play and hurt you like that. Up front, we got to do a better job staying in our gaps, and linebackers have got to be able to get off the blocks and make tackles.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Lot of room to the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angle.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Dukes!
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Finds his man. It's Marshall. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the...
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Knight. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Dukes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, James Madison.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. In the Wildcat, let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Riley. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The offense changing the play. On the direct snap, it's Riley. Creates a little space. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. Here comes the heat. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Dukes. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Quarterback making checks. Back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to advance on the football.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Barnett. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got enough for the first down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Pulls it, fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so...
There he goes! Drills him with the stiff arm. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Looking to the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the direct snap, it's Riley. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the lines.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting, going for it this close to his own end zone. Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Here on third down. Making side adjustments here. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Fourth down coming up.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Using his feet to buy time. He throws into the middle of the field. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who